Hey y'all, so welcome to lesson 1 of converting measurements. So let's go ahead and get started and see what our lesson objective is for today. So our lesson objective is that today we will use a conversion chart to convert measurements. Okay. All right. So let's go into our vocabulary, find out what some of these things mean. So, convert. What does convert mean? So, convert is to find an equal amount using different units. So, different units can be things like inches, yards, feet. So, over here we have 1 yard and 3 feet. It's the same length, but our measurement units are different. So, we have yards and we have feet. All right. Now, let's go on to what is length. So, length, we may have remembered this from area and perimeter. So, length is the measurement of how long something is. So, over here, we have a pencil and we're trying to see how long it is. We're using our ruler to measure its length. All right. Now, let's talk about weight. Right? So weight is how heavy something is. So we have our elephant here, and our elephant is pretty heavy. So our weight is telling us how heavy something is. Okay. Now, liquid volume. So, liquid volume is telling us the amount of liquid taking up space inside of something. So, if we want to find out volume, it's telling us how much space is being taken up inside. So, in this case, we have water, or it looks like water, inside of a beaker, and the measurement is going to tell us how much space that liquid is taking up on this beaker. So it looks like to me it's somewhere in between 40 and maybe 50 right there, right? Okay. Now, last but not least, time. So what does time tell us? Time is telling us how long an event lasts. So time, for example, will tell us how long something lasts. So if we're saying it's 30 minutes, that could be like from 10 to 10:30. That's telling us, oh, that this event, maybe class, is 30 minutes long. It's telling us how long something lasts. Okay, now before we kind of jump into our problems, let's first talk about our different types of measurement systems. So, generally, there are 2 different types of measurement systems there's customary and there's metric. So, those are the 2 big measurement systems. So, let's talk about customary first. So, customary, some examples of customary are going to be inches, feet, gallons, tons, and miles. All right. And there are some other ones as well, but these are just like some of the most common ones. So these are different units that we use for different measurement systems in customary measurement system. Now, metric measurement systems, we see this a lot too, but we see this in places really commonly in like science and in math, and a lot of times in places outside the United States. So the metric measurement system, the units that they use in metric measure system, usually have units that are in tens. So some examples are going to be centimeters, kilograms, what else do we have? We also have meters, liters. And there's a lot more other examples, but these are just some examples of customary measurements and metric measurements. And so we are going to go ahead and convert within the same measurement. So, for example, if we have inches, we're going to convert from inches to feet. And if we have centimeters, we may be converting from centimeters to meters. And we'll get into that in just a second. All right. Now, let's go on and solve a problem together. Okay. So, let's read our problem, right? So, our problem says Priya bought 4 quarts of water. How many gallons did she buy? So, let's go ahead and underline. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and use this pen right here. Let's go ahead and underline our important stuff. So, we know that Priya bought 4 quarts of water. right? And then we want to see how many gallons of water did she buy. So that's really important. Now, before we get into this, let's go ahead and go to our conversion table. Now, over here, you guys have this attached. Here's our conversion table, right? And you guys may have seen this on the mock STAR test. So our conversion table is giving us what does everything equal. So over here we have length, volume and capacity, weight and mass, and time. So let's go through and see what are we looking for. So over here, we're looking for 4 quarts of water into gallons of water. So I know that quarts measures liquid. So I know that's going to have to be volume. So volume and capacity, that's what we're going to look for, right? And over here, you see customary and metric. So let's first look at our metric system. So our metric system, liters to milliliters. Let's see, is that what we want to find? We want to find quarts to gallons. So let's see if we can go ahead and find that. Okay. So I have over here, let's see. Oh, I found quarts right there, right? Oh, and to gallons. Perfect. All right. So I know 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. Let's go ahead and go back to our problem and see if we can go ahead and write that in. So I know 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. Right? Okay, so let's read our problem. Priya bought 4 quarts of water. How many gallons of water did she buy? Okay, so I'm looking at for my conversion table, I know that 1 gallon of water equals 4 quarts. So if Priya bought 4 quarts, then she must have bought only 1 gallon of water. So our answer is that she bought 1 gallon of water. So let's go ahead and write this in a complete sentence. Priya bought 1 gallon of water. All right, so we went ahead and answered our question. Let's see. Awesome job, guys. All right, now let's look at our last thing. This is something I want you guys to do on your own or with your partner without me. So, what is our question? Our question says, how does using a conversion chart help you convert measurement? So, let's think about that. How did using our conversion chart, which is this chart right over here, right? How does that help us convert measurements? And you guys should have a conversion chart as well that's attached. So please go ahead and refer to that. How does using conversion chart help you convert measurements? And just go ahead and just write it right here. All right, great. Now let's go into our lesson objective and see if we met our objective for today. So today we use a conversion chart to convert measurements, and we use that to convert gallons into quarts. Fantastic. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. Have a great day. Bye.